everyone. So it's a pleasure to have our first Zoom happy hour of 2023. And it's the first time we are going to have a book discussion, a book debate. And the book that we are discussing is CEO Excellence, and written by 3 McKinsey Company authors. And here we have some companies. Some people have already participated in previous happy hours. Others, I know it's the first time. And then we are going to have an interaction. I hope it's pleasurable. I hope that everybody enjoys this. Okay, don't worry, don't freak out. If you don't know any word in English, if you have any problem, let's move on. We are here to have an interactive participation, talking about a topic, and trying to understand the CEOs of your corporations. So we're going to have networking together with enjoyment, I hope, and everything discussed in English. We have here people in Portugal. I'm not going to say anything because now we're going to have individual introductions. We have a guest that is Felipe. Felipe is going just to attend and participate if he wants to ask questions. Okay, Felipe, you can use the chat. But here we have a certain order. Now, the first part, we're going to have each one of the participants will introduce themselves. And after that, they will introduce their companies. And after that, they will, of course, express, they will compare what they studied in relation to the book material and also their companies, okay? If you have any questions, feel free. Each group, here we have 2 groups. The first group is Joanna, Sarah, and Francis here. And group 2, we have Luis Maldana and Danielle, okay? So welcome to our happy hour. And without further ado, remember this expression? Let's start. Okay, who wants to introduce him or herself first? Open to individual introductions. Who are you? Come on, don't be shy. Daniela, Dani, would you like to start?
Yes. Yes. Hello. Good morning, everyone. And good afternoon, who are in Portugal. I'm in São Paulo. First of all, I will say the same thing at the other happy hour when I participate. I'm very ashamed and many times about I think I will not participate. But I know that is a great opportunity to learn and meet people. Good. That's it. My name is Daniela Zain. I'm 44 years old and I live in São Paulo since I was born. I'm married. I have 2 kids, Gabriel and Guilherme. Gabriel is 25 years old and Guilherme is 11 years old. And also have a granddaughter, and her name is Isabella. She's 3 years old, and she will even arrive in a little while, make a mess. I have a dog too. His name is Max. I'm a lawyer. I worked for many years in the labor legal department. And today I work in the area of social responsibility.
Okay, very nice, Dani. So nice to meet you, for those who didn't know about you. So this is Dani. Very nice, Dani. Okay, who's next in line? By alphabetical order, Joanna, would you like to go?
Okay. So my name is Joanna. I am from a village near Viseu in Portugal. I live with my boyfriend. We have a cat and I am pregnant, so we are going to be parents soon.
Great.
I am a healthcare professional and I work at Lind. Lind is a leading industrial gas and engineering company, but also works in healthcare area and is at this area that I work.
Very good. Very nice. Great. Thank you, Joanna. Sarah, go ahead.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm Sarah. I'm from Portugal. I live near Lisbon, and I work with Joanna at the same company at Lind Saúde or Lind Healthcare. And we've been working together since, I don't know, 8 years, maybe, more or less.
Almost 10.
Almost that. Okay.
Good.
I'm married. I have 2 kids. One Mariana is almost 4 years old, and the other one is youngest. It's 7 months. So it's a lot of work, also. And that's it, I think.
Very nice. Good, Sarah. Thank you. Okay, Francis, up to you.
Yes, I can share my personal presentation here.
You see the techie guys, né? So he's not a techie guy, but yeah, so learning with Maldani, right?
We have a competition here in CBA.
It's okay. That's okay. Good.
So good morning, good afternoon for everyone. My name is Francis. I'm 38 years old and I live in São Paulo. I'm married to Luisa and the Tequila and Margarita fathers, my 2 pets that I love a lot. In my free time, I love to enjoy open air festival and I love soccer. In this photo, you can see I'm in Doha in Qatar following Brazilian team.
This is really a freak, né? About soccer.
Little bit. And in Brazil, I supported to São Paulo. Nowadays, it's not easy, but I continue to support them. I'm about my professional life. I graduated in legal and accounting. I work in tax area. I have been working tax area since 2007. Over 16 years of experience. In Votorantim Group, I started my journey in 2007, and I have been in charge of tax legal in CBA for 7 years, since 2016. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Maldani, last but not least. And we still have Felipe, if Felipe wants to say about it. Go ahead, Maldani.
Let me know.
Maldani is going to share his presentation. Okay.
Okay. I don't see you now, ever. Well,
Okay.
good morning, everyone, and good afternoon to that live in Portugal. That was the best travel that I do in my life when I visit Portugal, visit Lisbon, and at the other cities was great. And that is a country. If I receive any kind of invite to move and work at, the first moment I travel. Okay, who is Luis Maldani? I'm married with Inês. This year, 2023, we celebrated 30 years of marriage. Eduardo is our son. He has 19 years old, and we live here in Sorocaba, São Paulo. Sorocaba is around 100 kilometers from the capital, from São Paulo, and we lived here 20 years. Inês and I, we born in south of Brazil, in the city Campo Bom, and then we moved to Sorocaba. The principal motivated to move was the works. I don't move to work with Votorantim. I moved to work in another consultancy company, and then before the work to implement SAP implementation Votorantim, I started to work in Votorantim. I graduated in mechanical technology. I started all my life in the professional life to work in production, directly production. And I had a moment in my career, I changed, and then I moved to the IT area, and then I created all my journey now in IT, and then I have an MBA in IT strategy. In the last year, CBA IT was recognized as one of the 100 IT innovations company here in Brazil. And my favorite hobby is cycling. That is.
Very nice. That's it. Thank you, everybody. Okay, Felipe, would you like to say anything about you? Or
Go ahead. Go ahead.
go ahead. Okay, Felipe works for Accenture. Okay, so he's just browsing.
Felipe, do you work here in Accenture in Brazil or in Portugal?
Brazil.
São Paulo.
We work.
São Paulo.
CBA works a lot with. In Votorantim works a lot with Accenture.
Nice.
Okay. Yes, things in common. We have.
Yes.
Very nice. Very good. Mm-hmm.
And Lindy, we use here in the CBA. We use a lot of gas here in Brazil.
Really? Oh,
yes. It's not healthcare. It's not healthcare, but we use.
Very nice. Yes, Maldani is creating a link with the team. Very nice. Good, Maldani.
And Itaú too.
Itaú too. Not to leave Danielle out. Our financial representative is here, Dani. Okay, very nice.
Was it? I can little moment. We worked Votorantim Institute worked together with Itaú Institute in the education program with the youth here in São Paulo. It's very interesting, the program.
Very nice. Very good. Okay, guys. So here we have a very nice group. No? I think we have two generations here. No? We have generation Z like Maldani or Dani, and the Gen Zs, I don't know. No. Generation Z, not yet. No? So then we have these two generations coming here. But anyway, we are going to start our discussion. I'm going to give my, the floor to group one. So then Francis, Joanne, and Sarah, okay, you feel free to start, talking about the companies, and then we're going to progress with our discussion. Come on, let's go.
Okay, so I think it's me. Let me just share.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's
very
okay.
Nice. Very nice. Okay.
Okay, so we made a presentation to guide us on this, and we have a discussion about the book, of course, about this chapter particularly, and we found this book very interesting, and this part of the need for having the right vision, very interesting, and it was very fun to do this. Okay, of course we know that for all the companies the main goal is for the company to have success. Okay, if the company is not delivering the results that it should be, it's not good. So it's important for reaching that goal that all the employees are aligned, the better alignment that we have more results we'll get. And this alignment should meet the company expectations. We think that this is the big challenge for the CEOs, because this is not easy. Okay, we are not machines, so we don't think all the same, and it's be able to do this, to align everybody, to make sure that everybody embrace the same idea. It's not an easy it's not easy to do. But as humans, in our nature, we need this sense of purpose. We do these questions. Why do I get up in the morning? Why do I go to work? We need to have some kind of answer that is aligned with our motivations. So, and align these two parts, the needs for the company to have this, and the need of us as individual, as human, to have this sense of purpose is the main goal, and is the purpose of this. So reframing the vision, that is one of the things that is discussed in the book, is the opportunity to do this, to align everybody's vision to a common goal to achieve the success. Okay, so in the end, is this what we want? We want to be able to inspire the teams, and we have this question that is in the book of Nelson Mandela: how do we inspire our teams to do their best? How to get them to be better than they think they can be? And this is the way we do this, is what we need to get the performance for the poor side to the excellent side. So in the book, they talk about keeping this vision updated, keeping this vision clear, keeping this vision also simple, but reachable, not something utopic. So, and the main purpose is this, is that all people can look at the vision of these companies and see that it's something that they could actually achieve. I don't know about you, if you have this experience, but when I look at some visions, and even in my company, what I always think is this is very utopic. It's a pink world vision. It's that ends up not being very motivating, because it's something a little bit too utopic to be realistic, I think.
I have a question just before you continue. If you want people to interact with you during this presentation, or if you want them to ask questions later, taking notes, so how would you like the people to participate while you are?
You can interact. Help me here. So
Okay.
if you have a question or a commentary, please do it.
Good.
Okay.
Okay, I think it's me now. Okay, so how we reframe the game, how the best CEOs do it. They need to create a game-changing vision for their organization, and they do this by answering these topics. They do by finding and amplifying intersections, making it about more than the money, not being afraid to look back, to look forward, and involving a broad group of leaders. So the best CEOs build their vision by looking for where various aspects of their business and the market needs. They try to intersect these three things: the market needs, the company's capabilities, and the passion from employees. The CEO must find a purpose that creates a powerful motivation far beyond making money. This is another aspect that they try to change the game. Another one is look back to the old vision of the company, or the primary vision of the company, and try to expand it into a more compelling and contemporary vision. They try to create a vision based on the heritage of the company. And the last one, to understand this, we should learn about the lottery ticket effect and what is that. This is an experiment that a psychologist conducted. In this experiment, he ran a lottery. Half the participants were given a numbered lottery ticket, and the other half were given a blank ticket, and asked these last participants to choose their own number. But this was a special lottery because the researchers offered to buy the tickets back. They expected that people, they expected no difference in how much they have to pay, because everyone have the same probability of being the winner. So they expected the same values. However, people who wrote their own number demanded more money for the tickets. So this reveals that people support what they help create. So we can say that we can say, when we talk about business, that involved employees are more supportive than those who aren't. So in CEOs should give an opportunity to people speak and give their ideas, give inputs about what they think is the best for the company. This creates a sense of ownership, and in final, we have a better results. Sarah.
Very nice. Mm-hmm.
So in the book, they interview these CEOs, and here we have some examples what they do in their companies. So at Best Buy, that is an electronic retailer, the CEO knew he would need a vision that would reframe what winning looked like, so he can inspire his employees. So he have this vision, this first vision, and he could reframe into Best Buy is here to enrich lives through technology, and he had a better results. At Adidas, the CEO knows that the financials were very important, but he didn't worry a lot about the financials. Instead of this, he tried to change the company's vision to help athletes to perform better, so they can fulfill their potential. So the vision is not focused on money, but focus on the better results for people, for their customers. At Shiseido, I don't know, it's
Shiseido, I think it's Shiseido.
Shiseido. The reframe, the game vision consisted of expanding the brands globally, but based on the Japanese culture and tradition. And at DBS Bank, the CEO inspired his employees and asked them to dream bigger. So he asked them to be the best bank in the world and the best, more happy. And the employees are more motivated and give more participate more, and they achieved better results.
Yeah, especially because they changed it to more technology, no? So the emphasis was to make the company more technological, right? The bank, more technological.
Yes. But the employees aren't inspired. The employees are they are not inspired about the things.
By the things.
And this CEO inspired them to a dream, to be the best, to be the more happy. And,
Okay, very nice.
Okay. So now we would like to present a little bit our company. Linde is a big group, an international group that works in different areas: energy, chemicals, food, electronics. We have we produce different solutions that are applied on this end market. And we work in the healthcare segment. In Portugal, the healthcare segment is also in several countries in the world. It's not only in Portugal. And we would like to share with you, if this works, a video that is a presentation of the company. Okay.
Sarah, you have to share the audio.
Oh, how can I do that?
Yeah, you have to go back a little bit and then try to.
Let me see.
When you put the share, you have share the audio. I think at the bottom. Okay.
Okay.
Now I think it's. I will put some notes, okay, on the chat to some people from the groups, okay? So just to align the time, okay? Good.
Okay. Okay. This
Great.
is a promotional video, but help us
It illustrates.
explain what is the company. Oh,
You have to stop the video.
yeah.
When the stakes are high at work, your tone matters. Grammarly's advanced tone suggestions can help. Because when you write with just the right confident tone, you can meet.
You know that I'm very informatical, right?
No, that's okay. Part of the games.
Okay.
Don't worry, Sarah. Yeah, I stopped the sharing for you to have time to stop there and then share again if you want. Sorry.
I think it's resolved. I think.
If you need, Maldani and Felipe can help you.
Yeah, Felipe. Yeah.
Maldani.
Yes, the techie guys, don't worry.
Maybe I need.
Today is Saturday. Today is not the day for to work.
I'm all done.
Okay.
It's
So
okay. Now
let's go back.
Yeah, it's back. Okay. Then you have only to share. It's okay.
Yeah, now I cannot see the
sharing.
This is working very well.
Are you using the Apple one?
Yes, that's why
you are a little lost. Yeah, so go back to Android.
Or Joanna shares. I don't know.
No, you can go down, go down. I can see the slide. You can.
You are in the shared document.
Ah, yes. Okay. Now it's come. But the
Are you
slide is
seeing?
white. No, the slide is white. Ah,
Okay.
the next one. Ah, okay, now. Okay.
Okay. So okay, this is linked. Okay, and this all starts. The company started with Carl von Lindt, that is an inventor, that found he and 4 other associates what would be the Lindt group. And all started with an invention of Carl von Lindt, related to the refrigeration system, applied to the beer market. So all starts with keeping the beer cold, and today we have as our CEO Sanjeev Lamba, that keeps this spirit about promoting the innovation, promoting the continuous development of new solutions, quality solutions. We are very focused on the quality as well, the innovation, but with quality, and and finding new ways, new markets. That's why Lindt is so have products to this so different markets, and this is something that it's part of our heritage from Carl von Lindt. Okay. So it's the same to say that our vision is to be the best performing global industry gases and engineering company, where our people can deliver innovative, sustainable solutions for all customers in a connected world. This is the vision of the company, and that is supported and in these values: safety, integrity, community, inclusion, and accountability. And this is our reference when we work, our reference to when we analyze new products, new solutions, if something makes sense in our company or not. This is the reference that we use to do that. We have 1.5 million patients in 60 countries. This is in the health care system, and we account for Lindt Healthcare is about 20% of the Lindt group. And in Portugal, we work in Portugal for about 30 years in this area of health. And the main service that we do is related to oxygen therapy in the patient home, ventilation therapy, aerosol therapy, and we have about 60,000 users. This is sorry, Joanna, it's you. I will shut up.
And just to tell you, okay, are you about to finish? Because then we have to pass on, to
yes,
the
yes,
other
we are.
company. Okay.
Okay. So as Sarah said before, our CEO is Sanjeev Lamba. However, as Lindt is a large company with several areas of intervention, we do not have much contact with our CEO. So here in Portugal, the person who talk to us and
Communicate
the vision and the objectives of the company is the home care director, Tiago Esteves. is the closest that we have to a CEO. Here in Portugal, we have around 400 employees. We are divided in 4 departments: sales, internal patient services or call center, billing, and operations. In this last one is where me, Sarah, and Patricia belong. So Patricia are the external patient service manager. Manager. That is this team is the team who contact with our patients. Sarah are the team leader of healthcare professionals, and I belong to this team, to her team, to the team of healthcare professionals.
Okay, great.
So the last one.
These are the values, né?
Yeah, these are the values of Lind. There are a lot of initiatives in Lind to fulfill these values. So the one of the most important is safety. So there are a lot of projects in this area because we try to have 0 incidents and 0 injuries at work. So it was created a project for reduction of accidents with the driving monitoring. Inclusion is another important values. So one of the initiatives to be an inclusive company is to have 30% female at all professional levels by 2030. So there are a lot of other projects like telemedicine and personalization and of the care of care, and we participate a lot in volunteering
work.
Yeah. And there are a lot of initiatives in this area too.
Very good.
So this is linked.
Yeah, let me just add that this is some initiatives that make us as employees more connected or more engaged in the company vision and values.
Okay, great. And then we're going to extend. Then I'm going to pass on to Francis and Maldane. So I don't know Francis now, because Francis is going to align something about CBA. Very nice.
Yes.
Go ahead, Francis. Good. And Maldane too.
So we'll talk about CBA, aluminum producer from Brazil. So CBA is a subsidiary of Votorantim Group. Votorantim Group is a centenary group in Brazil. The Votorantim Group has any companies in your portfolio, as for example, Votorantim Cimentos, Votorantim Bank, Aurin that produce renewable energy, and of course CBA. CBA nowadays has 5 industrial units, 4 mines, 21 hydropower dams, and the nickel business. When you see CBA nowadays, you can share the company in 3 business: energy, because you will need to energy to produce aluminum, primary aluminum, and the transformed aluminum. That is foil sheets of aluminum that is products that has more value aggregated.
Okay.
CBA is the only company that in aluminum chain that be part of B3, that is new market in Brazil that you can share, can sell and buy shares from the companies in stock markets. And I think he's Maldaner now.
Okay, you can continue the presentation, but here we bring the financial results of the CBA, the consolidated net revenue from 2019 to 2021, and the consolidated adjusted EBITDA. And then we can see here the increase the value. CBA, when in 2014, we had here a project for the Horizon project, was give the correct idea or direction from to CBA, because in the past the CBA was conducted from the owner of Votorantim directly, because Votorantim is a family group. And then the principal owner was the son of the principal man of the company, and he conducted the company all in one vision from CBA. We are produce aluminum. That was, and now in 2014, the people, the CEO that we have now, Ricardo Carvalho, created together with a team a new vision, and then that was the presentation of Francis. Give the idea of energy, primary and upstream and downstream, and now we started a new segment that is recycling, because the energy company is a big consumer of energy. 1.2% of all the energy from Brazil, CBA consume here in the company. This is a big picture of the consuming of energy, because that we have 21 dams producer of energy. Principal is water, and the other is wind, and so on. And then that is the principal point, that we need to change now to the recycling business, because it use less quantity of energy. We can continue, Francis.
Good.
And now here is the C-level from CBA. So Ricardo Carvalho is our CEO, and now we are at the transition of the new CEO. The new CEO is the Luciano Alves, CFO. And started now in January the transition, and we will change in May from this year, and that is important. Nowadays we have 2 women in the C-level, and then when in May, when the transition from the CEO is finished, CEO comes to the CEO, Luciano comes to the CEO. And then is a new woman comes to the position, the CFO position. And
Very
then
nice.
we have nine persons in the C-level. 3 of them is women, because we're women, yes. And because CBA puts in the vision that we need to have more quantity of women and equity and diversity in all of the management groups and the leaders groups and all in the company, because in the past CBA was only men's. It was possible to work, not women's. Is not only in the administration, but in the production area. Nowadays, we have a lot of women's works directly in the production too. We can continue.
In the past, just 2 or 3% of women in CBA, and nowadays I think around almost 20%, something like that.
Very good. Daniela likes this idea, né, Daniela? More women diversity, more women participation.
Now here we brings the idea of our CBA, that vision, the aspiration, culture, our strategy pillars and values was building during the period of Ricardo Carvalho when he was CEO. That was the principal point of view, that he brings the idea of the integration of the company, brings the principal point, but the people of the center of the company, because we need to work more with the people, to work in the integration. That was the Sarah and Joanna brings in the first part of the book, the idea. And CBA changed a lot of this. This point of our CBA created the principal idea of the ownership of the people, the teamwork, the sense of ownership. That is the main important change that we have here in CBA. And then created the idea of aluminum solutions that transform lives. If you see that, normally when we speak about or talking about aluminum production, you looking only the metals production. We use in foil, you use in other extrusion and the products or so on. But the idea is, how can aluminum transform the lives? That created a different environment internal of the company, and we are the reference about the aluminum production in ESG. That is a great evaluation that we have now. We can continue. Francis, I think is the last, no?
The last one is one.
Okay.
I will stop the sharing.
Okay. That is CBA.
Very nice. Good. And then Francis is going to correlate to the CEO, né? With the values, with the parts of the book, and then goes to Dani.
No, I think you can go to Dani, to Itaú, and after
Dani.
talk about
okay,
yes.
After you talk about. Okay, Dani, can you introduce the bank, please?
Yes. At first, I need a partner who works at Itaú, because there are two duplas, né?
Two pairs here, né?
Two
Exactly,
pairs.
né? From the companies.
Yes.
You suffice, you are enough, don't worry.
Yes. Let's go. I don't have material.
No
I made a script to talk
great.
to you. And you can interrupt me during my speech if you want. Banco Itaú is the largest private bank in Brazil and the seventh largest in Latin America. It's present in 14 countries, and it has around 19 95,000 employees.
Wow.
Yes, around the world. But in Brazil, there are 90, enfim.
Yeah, there are 90,000, I think.
Thousand,
Yes,
yes.
90,000. But
In
it's
Brazil,
good.
yes, yes. In the last year, the bank launched the new culture with aspects related to ethics, focus, and the customer. But that is the first time the bank added
Achieved or had.
additional
Added.
added
Or
diversity and inclusion. It's important that we see here, né, the companies are working hard to increase more diversity in company. About the increasing the number of women, the increasing Black people and the other minority groups.
It's your granddaughter arriving. Yes.
Yes.
Pause for the girl, the little girl coming.
Não quer. The name. The name of the CEO is Milton Malui Filho. He's a young guy. He's 44 years old. And for the bank is a young guy in that position. He has been in this position since 2021, but he has been in the bank since 2007. I think Milton proves to be a human and accessible leader. For example, in a meeting when I need to talk to him, he called the meeting on his cell phone, and he had his son in the car because he had gone to take his son to the doctor. Yes, in the bank, I never saw this situation with the high leaders, top leaders. Yes, and that's it about Itaú.
Okay, very nice, very good. Milton, né? His name is Milton. What is the last name, Dani?
Milton Malui.
Malui. Okay, Milton Malui. 44 years old. Okay, very nice. And then CBA can continue. Né? So what's the correlation of the parts né, that CBA had connected, né, Francis, with your CEO, Ricardo Carvalho? Né? Because I think Lindy, Sarah, and Joanna, they had already correlated né, the values and also presenting. But if you wanted to add something, you add, okay?
Yes, I try to share it. I don't know.
Do you have the sharing? Yeah, it's coming, Francis.
Yes.
Good.
So, as Maldaner said, when Ricardo Carvalho started his journey in CBA, he needed to change to reframe the game because CBA just had in the past terrible results. Many people said CBA could be sold, and it's a terrible scenario for the company. So Ricardo Carvalho reframing both the reflection about CBA purpose what was the CBA purpose? Did you just sell aluminum? How could CBA connect with employees and stakeholders? Because that CBA creates the new purpose that aluminum solutions that transform people's lives. So when I read the book, I see the topics and I felt and I thought, can I connect these topics with CBA and Ricardo Carvalho? So I would like to bring an example about downstream transforming aluminum products to show to everyone here in our happy hour. So the first thing that Ricardo Carvalho did in the past is create or involve a board of group leaders. So Ricardo Carvalho creates a leader team that is formed by 8 general managers. After Ricardo did that, all decisions from CBA, it was made by this group. So Ricardo Carvalho not only or alone decide anything about the company, just everything is by the decision is made by was made by the group leader. The other topic is look back to look forward. When Ricardo Carvalho saw the downstream business, it's a business who was that just produces transformed aluminum, more than 6,000 products, and the majority of the products had negative margin or negative EBITDA to the company. So
what is the EBITDA? Can you just reframe? I don't know if the girls know
earnings before interest, tax, and the depreciation.
Depreciation. Okay.
Yes.
Earnings before this. Okay.
Depreciation on assets.
Okay.
And Ricardo Carvalho involved the group of leaders. How can change the game? How can change the downstream business? What you need to do to give a better product? So Ricardo Carvalho try with the group find and amplify intersections. So Ricardo Carvalho thought, how can downstreams stay more close to the clients? Let's do a partnership with them and create and understand the business of their clients and the pains of their clients. And with this knowledge, CBA can create and develop solutions for these clients and deliver a product with a great value to the client. After Ricardo Carvalho did that, downstream business changed the core business to service and solution provider, and start to develop the product for the clients. In the first year after CBA changed his business, downstream business, CBA downstreams unit reached EBITDA then more 5 million of reais in the first year after that. And it's important to remember that is the negative EBITDA in the past. So I think each one of these topics can connect exactly with CBA and with Ricardo Carvalho joining CBA.
Great.
That's it.
Very good.
I think I talked a lot quickly, but a little bit
but
nervous.
It's perfect. Yes, it's very nice. Well, later we are going to open. By the way, just to position that we are already going. We have about to finish everything for the happy hour about 35 minutes. Okay, but no problem. Okay, we're going to give the word to Maldana, and Maldana is going to correlate now with the second chapter, although Patricia is not here and Adrielle either. But we had 4 parts for the second chapter is chapter 7 of part 3, that is related to teams. Yeah. So you have the CEO vision, reframing the game, but now we have the perspective of the teams. So how, and the parts when you relate it to the teams, before I pass the word to Maldaner, the word is staff for aptitude and attitude. So aptitudes and attitudes. Then we have act fast, but being fair. So adjust, using justice. Then we have stay connected while keeping distance. So how the CEO has to correlate himself with the teams and the communication. And finally, last but not least, build a coalition that Dani is going to talk. Build a coalition beyond the immediate team. So what connections you have to do beyond? So going farther, more, like going longer than just the immediate team. Okay, Maldaner, so what can you say? I know that your part is more related to act fast but fair, but what correlation did you make in relation to Ricardo Carvalho, CBA, and all these areas? Okay. Okay, you are muted.
Yes, no, yes, here.
Okay, okay, good.
In my presentation, I will bring here a vision how CBA are connected with this chapter, this part here. And the first point of this presentation I bring here on the left side of the top, the moment of the CBA opened the market when we started the IPO. And here the principal point of view in this book bring the dynamics of a top executive team can make or break a company. Mm-hmm. That is when the companies opened started the IPO, the investors looking directly to the principal team of the company, how this team is connected, how is the dynamic of this team, or how is the view of from this team, or the team is not connected, the team is not has the same view of the direction and so on. And in this moment of the IPO in CBA was a great time, a great moment, because CBA worked 6 months only, and then we opened the market. That was very fast. Francis worked hard in this project, and was a success. Successfully in the presentation, and they opened the market. On the other view, in this kind of this book brings the idea of the team composition practice created and ecosystem. Okay. That is important when we bring this this picture here, the idea of the forest. If you look a big forest, you see a different kind of trees in this forest, and if you can think, this difference of trees can created the forest, but underground you see the surface. Yes, interconnected all this this forest and the communication, and created the environment. And the idea is not competing, but cooperating. That is the principal idea that the company need to has in the view. But when you look at the company internal is competing the different areas, or in our cases, the business, we have downstream, upstream, and so it created a competing internal, don't created the idea of, created a hard company with the idea of the results and so on. In this chapter here, we have 4 pillars: is staff for aptitude and attitude, act fast but fair, stay connected while keeping distances, build coalition beyond coalition beyond the immediate team. And I created the relationship about CBA. In the first moment, you need to have the staff connected in the aptitude and the attitude, and that is interesting when you look the C-level of CBA. They have a different view about the process or the business and so on. But in the end of the day, all of the 9 people that we have in the C-level come with the same idea to present all the idea of the employees in the company, the same idea. That is interesting because CBA in the beginning was only in one city here in São Paulo, and now we are in different cities and the states here in Brazil. But all the people, when you're talking about CBA, all have the same view. How is the objective? How is the vision? How is the results? How is the goals? How is all the people know about this? And when you act fast but fair, I bring here the idea that Francis explained correctly about the different kind of business that we have internal CBA. That is, in the moment that when the group worked together with Ricardo Carvalho, the CEO of the CBA, created the idea of these 3 business: energy, primary,
primary aluminum,
primary aluminum or upstream, and transform it is downstream. The idea is to act fast but fair, is work all together in the same idea, in the same direction. In the other moment, to stay connected while keeping distance, I bring the ESG strategy. We have a view about a vision about that to create a goals in this kind of program of ESG. And here we work together with we have a big program to create that feedback, the diversity, the view about the environment, because when we produce aluminum, we have the point of mining, and then we reduce all of the process of carbon and so carbon, yeah, and then stay together and look about the employees, all the environment that who CBAs are present. In the last, build coalition beyond the immediate team. Coalition. And then I bring here our vision about CBA, the principal view about the vision, the aspiration, and all the values that we have, because that created the internal proposition from all the employees. When you leave this kind of situation, that who is our CBA, that the dedication here that we have, is not necessary all the moment to you, how is our vision, how is our direction. Here in these 4 pillars that we have here, present here, in all of them, CBA in a moment work with them, are looking, or it has this direction. This is my presentation here. Thank you.
Okay, Maltani. Let's see if people have questions. It's a shame because I know that you brought today's slides, so all the parts in a small size, but we couldn't see so well. But probably we can ask each other's question about that. Dani, what about Itaú? So what can you connect Itaú with especially this idea of being beyond, né? Building this coalition beyond the immediate team. What exactly is this for Itaú?
The author in this chapter presents many examples of how the CEOs connect with their team, immediate team, or the other
senior or top?
Seniors. And there are many examples. For example, the one guy has a one-on-one conversation with the board members twice a year. The other CEO twice a year. The other CEO meets present meets
face-to-face meetings.
Face-to-face meets with her 200 global leaders in more than twice a year too. But at Itaú, when we talk about Itaú, there are almost 100,000 employees. It's a big, difficult, but necessary process. Here, Milton, our CEO, he does every month. He does a live with all the managers.
Top managers or middle managers? Top managers.
Yes, manager para cima.
Top, né? Top managers.
Top managers. And above, around 10,000, no.
10,000 people?
Yes, 10,000.
10,000, 10,000.
10,000 people. And at the moment, he's telling about the main of the events of the period, how was the business around the world. There is a person who is mediating the questions in the chat.
Moderating, you mean moderating?
Moderate.
The chat.
And
with 10,000 people. With 10,000 people.
Yes.
Wow.
And I think there is a team for
of course, to help, né? Because imagine to mediate 10,000 people on a live transmission.
But he tries answer all the questions.
He tries to answer all the questions.
Yes, and when he can't for the time, the team sends an email after the live with the answers.
Okay.
This model, como que eu posso falar? Funciona muito bem.
Works very well.
Works very well. And connecting with the chapter, Brad Smith, the CEO of the company Intuit, which is similar to Milton does here at the bank.
And do you remember what they did? You said that he met at Intuit, they met the people, 200 people at the same time. Is this case? I forgot.
I think so. I think so.
Yes,
Não
okay.
lembro também.
You have your granddaughter that requests your attention. But it's
Yes.
okay. And
Other
another
another strategy if that you was in the chapter in the book, who was the CEO of the Australian bank, Westpac, in which junior leaders are assigned to work on projects, different projects involving many areas. And here in Itaú, at the Itaú, even a large part of the employees are already working communities. Worked in projects, and it has worked very, very well. And the communication with these leaders is very nice.
Okay.
And
So okay, go ahead.
No, and por fim,
it's like last but not least.
like last but not least, I think nice the CEO of JP Morgan. He said about the importance of employees being disagree with a strategy. In my opinion, it's very necessary in a company. For example, Milton Malui appointed in our culture, appointed that goes something like this: nobody knows everything, which intends to make it clear that people have room to make mistakes, and it's okay.
I think this level of integration, and now we're going to open to the discussion to see if each group has a question to propose for the debate. We have 20 minutes, exactly 20 minutes for us to discuss. So we had a general vision of the companies. Of course, it's not easy for you to understand all the infrastructure and the way that each CEO works. As we could see, for Lind, the CEO is very far away from their area, that is Lind Healthcare. Of course, there is a mega structure of a company with different segments, but of course, their immediate connection is more related to some senior positions, top managers, and heads of certain areas, than exactly to have a direct contact with Lamba. Senji Lamba, for example. I'm just provoking the discussion. So how is it possible to align the objectives? Because I have here, Lindy's values are safety, integrity, community, inclusion, accountability. CBA is integrity, coincidentally is the same principle, collaboration, and courage, together with the culture aspect of teamwork, sense of ownership, constructive divergency, and yearning for competitiveness. And Itaú, as I could see, is ethics, focus, and customers, according to what Daniela said. So I just took notes of these values and missions, okay? And then trying to understand if your three companies, what do they have in common, even though they are from different segments. And tell me a little bit, if you have any question to propose for the discussion. My question is, do you believe that having different segments here in our group, having the mission, some points, when Itaú brings the aspect of ethics, focus, customers, when At CBA, you bring teamwork, sense of ownership, constructive divergence, yearning for competitiveness, and lean, safety, integrity, community, inclusion, accountability. So do you have things in common? How easy and how difficult it is to achieve that? As we could see, the three companies, they have a bunch of employees. Okay, so they are really big companies. So to your understanding, how is it possible to build a company and the role of the CEO, if it's near or far, to make these alignment, to make these objectives and values fulfilled? Okay, so this is a general question that I'm proposing. Okay, so how is it possible to align all that, bringing all the book concepts, because of course it's very nice, all the examples they gave, the concept of lottery ticket, as Joanne exposed. In your part, Daniela, you have the kitchen cabinet. That is another concept. So how and the kitchen cabinet is this, is the formation of a small informal team. When you have a small informal team, you can speak about everything that comes to your mind without any control. In the book, they call this kitchen cabinet. So it's where you can talk about anything, without a filter. Because usually when you are on Zoom, when you have the meetings, you have a filter. You have to be polite. But when you have this concept of kitchen cabinet, everything is possible. You can speak about what you want. Do you have in your companies this moment when the teams can speak your mind, so you don't have to filter what you have to say? So there are some questions. Sarah is going to say something.
Okay. I think to answer to the first part, I think what make all of this possible is the communication. We could be talking about a big company that the CEO is a little bit more far away, or a smaller company, or a company that has the CEO more present or close. But it's all about communication. In Linde, the CEO is in fact a little bit more. It's far. It's not too close to us, because we are international.
Represent
company.
how much percent of the company they lead healthcare?
20%.
20% of the company.
But we have in the senior positions people like Tiago Esteve that is closest to us and that is very accessible. So with him we have this kind of communication, and he is the person that bring us the ideas of the CEO. Of course, this has to have this communication, and I think this is the key, is communication, even for engaging everybody in the same idea, engaging everybody in the values of the company, in the vision. It's necessary to have communication with all the employees about how the business, how we are doing as a company, what has been done, the initiatives that are being done in other departments. It's very important that all the employees know what the other teams are doing, because this is a way of creating this collaborative spirit. We are not all doing the same thing. Maybe we do not have the more specific objectives are different from department to department, but we need to have a common goal. So it's very important to be aware of what is going on in the company, and even create the opportunity for us to speak up, give ideas, collaborate with other departments. If we have an idea in Lean, this is possible, and this is very encouraged, in fact. So I think this is the communication that needs to happen in a positive way. Daniela was talking about the idea that we need to feel that we can speak up, and if we make something that is not right, okay, it's an opportunity to learn. In Lind, we also have that. Of course, it depends on the people also, but as a company, the people are the company. So it depends on us to make this change, or to maintain this good practice of maintaining this spirit of collaboration and not competition within the company. This is very important, I agree. And that's what I think will make a difference in the results.
Right. Okay. Very nice, Sarah. Is there anyone that would like to compliment or give another view? Francis, Maldana? Okay.
In our case here in CBA, we has a constructive divergence that we can open our ideas, discuss our ideas. And the principal point here is that the teamwork, the sense of ownership, that created the environment that we need to have internal of the company. The CEO has a very important challenge in all the companies. He gives the direction, but the important here is the communication in all the levels of the company. The direction that we have, or we can talking directly to the CEO. We have more contact, but we have a big group of the employees in the company don't have the opportunity to talking every day or every moment directly with the CEO. That is important. The clear communication that we need to have internally the company. Here in CBA, we work hard in the digital transformation, but not only to looking directly the technology, but we will change the mindset of all the company, all the employees, to see the different views of the opportunity that we have to increase the company, or the continually opportunity to learn. We can take the
failures
works in the company, but here in CBA we have clear what is possible to fail, what is not possible to fail. When we work in the project, during the project is possible to fail, but in the production area it's not possible, because the process is we know we have the knowledge about the process. Because if you fail in the process, we can create a problem with the safety of the employees, and then that is the difference. And then that created the good environment that we have in the company. CBA has this opportunity. And on the other hand, nowadays all the companies, banks or so on, are working hard in the ESG, the social, the environment. That created a new view about the companies. That is different, because in the past, I think here is the holders of this group here. In the past, that was not the principal view that we has the environment, all the situation. Nowadays, the new generation brings hard this opinion about how the company is connected in the community. That is the point. And then I think that is the difference that we have nowadays, and
the connection with the community, né? Oh, Daniela had it, yes. Guys, I have to go, thanks. Yeah, she's having a granddaughter there. Okay, so she has to leave, poor girl. Okay, but that's okay. Very good. And then just to finish, Francis and Joanna. So what did you think about this discussion? So Modena brought up something nice that's about the connection with the community. So it's a change of mindset in this case. Do you believe the companies nowadays are everybody going the same direction? So thinking more about ESGs and think about that. Francis.
I think so about that. The companies need to do that because the market, the people are working nowadays want that. But when you think about CBA and how CBA connect people to do to go to the same way or to the same goals, I think CBA in the past did a project that was perfect because CBA create shared goals. So put our leadership inside the room, and every leader can show their goals, and each employee can put information, give suggestions, or I can help with these goals. In some case, you could see the department one have a goal and the other department have other goal that the goals not connected. It's opposite. So what the goal is the better to the company? It's my goal. So you change it, their goal to connect with my goal, and everyone has one goal in the end.
In common.
So it's in common, yes. So I think it is change of the mindset about the goals. It's perfect to CBA because everyone just go or try to do the best of the company, not the best for each one department. Yes.
Very nice. Yeah, it's a matter of perspective, right, Francis? So because if you have the company as a whole, everybody thinking like on the same page, thinking about the collectivity, the collectivity.
Yes.
So it's not.
And in the past, the company, each department work in silos. So if you think it's a crazy idea, each one work like a silo, and with goals opposite than other department. Not make it wasn't make sense. Didn't make sense.
It didn't make sense. Okay, very nice. And then Joanna, what do you think? Your final words in relation to the discussion? Very nice, guys. This is an approach that each company has to bring up. So what is the alignment with the community, with the necessities in a world with so many difficult times that we have now, right? So it's hard nowadays to war and crisis, financial crisis, etc. And then Joanna, what do you think?
I agree with all of this. I think, like Sarah said, is very important communication, and to achieve the goals, we need to work together. We need to have a common goal. So we cannot think on ourselves only, in ourselves or our team or our department, but think like a one common.
Yes, okay, one common objective or goal.
And these values and this vision, the vision of the companies are it's important to help to achieve this, because it's like a line, a conductive
line. What do you mean?
Yeah, like
a reference.
A reference, yes.
A reference. Okay. Okay. As a reference. So guys, we are coming very good. Thank you so much. Okay, and sorry for anything that was at the last minute, no? So of course, so Dani couldn't finish her talk because she had a family issue, and then it's part, no, guys. So when we are now facing the work-life balance, remember, no, Sarah? We had
Yes.
the work-life balance. Sometimes it's hard to achieve. And as Daniela said about the CEO that was taking the grandson or the son, I don't know, to school, etc., during the meeting, right? So having a meeting online, but at the same time, he was in the car on the cell phone going. So this is the life that we have nowadays. Right? It's a life that we have to feel, to be part of nowadays. But I wanted to thank you, everybody, for this opportunity. I hope you had enjoyed. So if you have to tell me one word, just to say one word to represent your experience in the happy hour, which word would you choose? Very fast. Just to describe this experience.
Challenge.
Improve.
Challenging, really, Francis. What is the modernity?
Improve.
Improve. Okay. And then, thank you. And then, Sarah. And then June.
Excellence.
Excellence, by the way. And then, Joanne.
I don't know.
You know, oh, come on, no, I don't know, it's not possible. It's just one word.
A mission.
Ambition.
A mission.
A mission, okay, a mission. The word mission. Ah, very
Mission.
nice. Yes, mission. Very good. Yes. So for me, it was a great pleasure. It was the first time we organized this book debate. Of course, it was just a fragment. No? And my invitation is continue reading the material. If you want, I can provide other chapters. And then let's be focused to another opportunity in the future. Okay?
Okay.
So have a great
Thank you.
time, a great weekend. Thank you so much.
Thank
See you
you.
in class. Bye
Thank
bye,
See you.
guys.
Take care.
Have a good
Bye
night.
bye.
Take
Bye.
care.